Hello everybody, my name is Aceface. This is going to be a little bit of a video on the Crimson Harvest of 2023. I'm not expecting it to be like anything crazy going on, but I just wanted to give it a quick check if it's anything different from previous years. I'm guessing that it is going to be pretty similar to how it usually is, but you never know, it could be something new and interesting. When it comes to the Crimson Harvest, previously, and it seems like it has been the case here as well, that you have to choose a sort of, you could say, a faction or side, and depending on that, you can get different types of skins. So if you go here, I think it's Encounters, Crimson Harvest, then when you go in the Crimson Harvest, you're able to then select Blood Raiders or Tetramon. So when you go for, I don't know what kind of rewards you get when you side with Tetramon, but if you go for the Blood Raiders, you at least get these Deathglow Remnant skins, and they look pretty good, I'd say. Not my favorite appearance, but I think they look pretty decent. See here, Deathglow. I think they actually look better than Deathglow Hunters. Actually, you can see if we can get what kind of other skins. I think usually they have Tetramon skins that you can have. I don't have anything here. Okay. True Love in Victory. Copper Lightning, probably. No, I don't think that's it. Okay, I'm not sure what kind of skins you would get from the other side. Yeah, I have to check that out if you select that. But at least when you go for the Blood Raider side, you get the Deathglow Remnant skins. Okay, so since we're fighting for Blood Raiders, we're going to have to fight the Tetramon sites. And we'll go and grab a Praxis, because it's a pretty good ship. Actually, no, let's go with the Rattlesnake. I think the Rattlesnake is a pretty... just overall really powerful ship, so it's alright. We can go for that one. Got a little bit overkill, you know. See now, 1.2k. We've got a decent amount of shield, passive shield regen. I do think that we've got the crystal implants in, so it might be better to go with a shield boost based ship. So do we have a Rattlesnake that is a shield boost based? I wonder if it is. This one here seems to be like that. Rapid heavy is also pretty good. Yeah, let's go for this one. This is, I think, a very old Rattlesnake that I've had for a very long time. Turbo Snake. Multiple years, I believe, I've had this for. So there's quite a few memories of this ship here. Okay, either way, let's go and undock, and we'll go and search for some of the sites. And we'll go in the combat panel. That's how you've been able to do it previously. I think it's going to be very similar now as well. Tetramon base, perfect. Look, we've got tons of sites here already. Let's get the multi-spectrums on. No, we don't need really don't have any reason to have them on right now, except if we were to get ganked. But even if we get ganked, lower risk or lower likelihood of us surviving, since our EHP is not the biggest. Well, I mean, it's 95k is still pretty good, but we've not got any buffer modules. But my main thing I want to do here is I want to check if these, how are these sites, if they're anything special about them that is different from before. How was the composition here? Usually is you warp in with you, or use the Microwarpdrive to cruise a little bit to destination, and then there's also a shortcut room that you can go through to quickly get to the end room if you've got like a key. But it could possibly be completely different, but I think it is about the same. Go in here. Okay, good. Tetramon base. Let's go. Yeah, exactly. It reminds me a lot of the previous years as well. So we've got both the shortcuts, and then we've got the active one as well. So it possibly means that there's someone already here. Let's check the range. Already got Praxis and Drake Navy issue. Let's activate the acceleration gate. Okay, it seems like we've still not got anything going on here. Oh, all the anomalies have disappeared now. You can see here, what if we go for the wrecks, we can see perhaps if the battleship wreck has been destroyed. No, there's not been any large wreck here. Let's go and check the last room. I should have started moving directly instead of just waiting here to check. But I think in the last room you have got a few NPCs to take out before the boss spawns in. So that's probably where we are now. We may be able to take this site, we'll see. Hostiles remaining, destroy. Okay, that's interesting how they've changed the opportunities here. Deploy drones. Move this group to salvage. You can always reload those missiles as well so that they're ready to fire on the boss. Praxis can also be very powerful. I mean, compared to us, very well fit Praxis can do as much DPS as us. We've got 1.29k DPS. Praxis can get similar as well. See now, where is the boss? It's a large battleship. There he is. Touch him on command. And then I'll get everything overheated. And go closer. Yeah, look, he's got rapid light or rapid heavy missiles as well. They're very good for this because you can get a really good burst damage, especially when you overheat. And the boss is anyway going to get destroyed before you go on the reload cycle. So the reload effect, or like the downside of rapid heavies, is that they've got really long reload time. That reload time is not really playing a big role here. Okay, we managed to actually get the Rex. That was good. Let's check what is here. Was there anything special? Open this up. Something. There were some of these war clone banks. This is like the main loot, you could say. Let's just make this available to all so that they can get it. There we go. And then we can go, because they were anyway doing all the work, and we're not in dire need of ISK now. But we got 30 million, so that's a pretty good amount of ISK. You got the Pyrolancy also is pretty valuable here as well. Fireworks not worth anything, but a lot of the ISK will be coming from these Warclub blanks. These can be sold in like as a blue loot, you could say. Like there's a fixed value to these NPC buy orders, I believe. It seems like there's a lot of orders here in Tranquility Trading Tower in Perimeter, but I think that you can also sell them for a bit of an increased price in certain NPC stations. Okay, let's see if we've got any more Tetra Bomb bases here. Nothing here. Okay, good. Look at this scrub. He's just locking me up, thinking, oh, yeah, I'm going to bait you in. I don't think that anyone wants to take the loot here. Well, let's just say in chat. Well, they don't seem to want it. Let's just get it ourselves then. You know, it's funny how he's not taken the loot because it's marked blue. If it was not marked blue, then probably he would have taken it. That's probably this guy's going to take it now. Yeah, he took it. Okay, never mind. It's all right. Do we have any other sites we can go to here? And also, do we have any drones out? No, we're not getting drones out. Good. Let's go and warp away. There's a lot of people here who go and go suspect here to be able to bait people in and make so that the people can fight them maybe. And often the people who bait people in, like this guy here, they're probably in a really specialized PvP fit. They're gonna wreck anyone who tries to fight them. They're really prepared. I remember once I tried to, with some other people, gang up on someone, but in actuality the other people running sites were friends of the guy who went suspect, so they just started attacking him. Then as soon as I attacked, they stopped attacking, and I just was left there by myself, and the guy wrecked me. Open this structure here to repair a little bit. Okay, so it seems like the Crimson Harvest is about the same as it usually is. No major differences. But the opportunities tab seems to be slightly different, and also the skin rewards are a bit better as well. Also that the skin rewards are slightly different as well. You got these Deathglow Remnant skins, which seem to be quite new. Because you had Deathglow Hunters before, that was a different one. Different skin line. I'm not sure what kind of skins you can get if you sign up with the Tetrum one. You guys are going to have to check that yourselves. Okay, but let's check. Do we see any other sites here? Crimson Gauntlet. Good, go for them anyway. Just to check the composition of those guys. And it's also good because we've got Praetors. They're more effective against the Blood Raiders because they got lower EM resist. And also low thermal resist, so it's good for our missiles here with the Inferno missiles. But a lot of these sites are going to be taking around Jita. A lot of population, very high population we've got here. So the likelihood of finding sites is going to be pretty low. They're going to be taken almost every time you come there. But you can occasionally find them like we did now. But I think that the way to find these, if you want to really farm these a lot, is probably to go out far in high sector, like very abandoned areas, and then look in the agency tab. Then you'll probably be able to find a lot of them there that are not even contested. So if you're maybe someone who's got less skills or less combat capabilities, a cheaper ship that is not able to compete against people like maybe I am with this Rattlesnake here, then I think a very good idea for you is to go out to some very remote high-sec area and try to find sites for yourself there. Just the downside a bit to doing them there, then you're going to be solo, so you've not got anyone helping you out. So if you do somehow not have enough tank or just die to the NPCs, then you've not got a good chance of surviving as you are compared to like here, where you've got tons of people just insta-melting the sites. Crimson Gauntlet, let's go. Okay, let's see. We've got the Crimson Gauntlet site. Oh, the large medium, the large wreck is also claimed, and you can see that the signature in the probe scanner is gone. Got Midsolen, let's go there. Got another site there. So you can just keep going from system to system and search for... Oh, there's tons of one in Kilmarbe. Go to Kilmarbe instead. Got 2 Tetramon sites here. Seems to be relatively low population system because of how many anomalies we've also got here. Lots of refuges and hideaways, and these are very like favorable sites for explorers, and those are the people who are going to probably be doing these as well. So there you can see that low population there. You know, sometimes I think back to myself of the old days I had in EVE Online, where I was just a simple explorer going around doing these event sites and also the occasional D&D sites, because that's the main way I would get ISK. I really looked forward to these sites so much, these event sites, but unfortunately I never have the same feeling now, and it's not really, it's partially, very small, partially due to the way the events work, because they're often very similar. But the main reason actually is just because I earn so much ISK otherwise that the rewards I get from these is not really worth my time. Like, I may as well run T6 Abyss now, I'd get more ISK than this anyway. But there was always a very big level of excitement for me whenever I had these events previously, because these provided so much ISK and in relation to like other activities. So it's a bit unfortunate that sort of you get a bit spoiled by certain activities and it makes other things less worthwhile. And like, I think these are fun. Like, I genuinely think that the event site's actually one of the more fun PvE activities because of the competition that you've got here. You've got competition here, unlike other. That's one very unique thing about these sites, because in many, like almost all PvE activities, there's no aspect of sort of PvP unless it involves hunting and killing each other. And I don't think that's as interesting, because usually the hunting person is going to have some hyper-specialized ship and just wreck your face. So there's not usually much I can do about that. I'm not too experienced with that, and I've never really learnt to fend off hunters that well when it comes to PvP. But here, you can have PvP, not that involves killing each other, but sort of PvP as in fighting over wrecks. And I think that is really cool, like where you can compete over wrecks, because that involves another level of excitement, in my opinion. So I love these sites, especially in the past, because they provided really good ISK and also provided a nice little competition feeling as well, a level of excitement. So it's just a bit unfortunate that the same thing has happened for the T6 Abyss. I would have liked it perhaps either, I've heard people discussing that they're maybe going to nerf Abyss and that kind of stuff, so that is possibly something that could happen. But I've also had the idea that it could be nice to have some T6 sites that maybe are like temporary sites, like just for a short amount of time, that give really good loot, or like something that's a bit more theme based. That would be quite cool. And I think the really high tier PvE sites, I think they should be able to exist in HiSec as well, where you have really powerful ships required, otherwise you're going to get wrecked. I think just that it could perhaps be abused in that people are going to steal the wrecks and maybe get away with just really cheap ships, but I don't know. I don't know if any of you guys have also felt the same way. I used to always have these as my main, like, ISK making, like, big payday or pay week whenever these events occurred. It's like, oh yes, now I've got enough money to buy another Rattlesnake or something like that. But then since the Abyss and like getting other high tier ways of earning ISK, then it became a bit less valuable. Well, I guess it's just the nature of the game. A bit unfortunate, because it was always really fun. Now it's like, okay, a new event, I don't really care as much as I used to. And then it's also because they're usually the same as before as well, that I don't care as much. But I still think the whole concept of competing over wrecks and getting good rewards is very fun. So I think it's a pretty good concept they've got. It's just Could maybe be spiced up a bit here and there, but the main thing is that I'm getting a bit spoiled by other aspects of gameplay as well. Let's go here. So this is a fresh site. We've not got any kinds of competition here at all. We did see we had a little bit of drone aggro on operators. Operators didn't seem to really like these NPCs here. They're taking a bit of a beating. Go for this Tetramon Crusader. Got some good application though. I like that. Oracle. Need to be careful with the Oracle because they can do pretty hefty amounts of DPS. They're very powerful. Yeah, got some damage now on operator. Deploy those drones. Great. You know, guys, something I'm working now in real life is actually making like a Lego space RPG. Like, it's just for myself. It's not like anything. It's not like a game I'm making for like any computer game. It's like in real life, like sort of turn-based game where you construct ships out of Lego, and then it's got like different kinds of ways, like a turn-based system. You do damage to the enemy ships, and like bricks fall off, and that's equivalent to a certain amount of damage. And it's actually a really fun concept. I've been playing with my little brothers, and I think it actually could be even, maybe even mature people could feel quite interesting because it's still pretty advanced as well. The construction of ships and different mechanics to the combat as well. It's inspired a bit by EVE Online, how you got like ships that have got different kind of weapons, bigger ships turning slower, etc. But you got different Lego ships you make, and then you fight against each other. Got guns and turrets, and you can shoot a certain amount of bullets each round, and it's actually pretty cool. I might make a little short video just showcasing it, just show you guys what I've been coming up with. But it's actually been really fun because many times when I play space games, I think, oh, I wish I had this, I wish I had this like this. But like when I'm making my own little, like you could say, almost like Dungeons and Dragons, or like how do you say it, like a role-playing game, I can sort of make up the rules as however I want to, sort of incorporate mechanics around it so that I can accomplish the goal I want. So like I have an idea. I have boarding. It's like a crew that like goes around and boards the other ships. So you can do that if you get like a boarding tunnel and you start to sort of manage to, in your turn, move your ship to break a hole and attach, and then you can move your characters a certain amount of steps. Your little Lego minifigures a certain amount of steps, and you can then fight against the other players as well, which is also another turn-based aspect as well. You take a turn, shoot who hits the other character, and depends how much damage you take. Got armor as well that you can equip on your characters. That also different. So it's like pretty in depth actually. I'm writing like a document, you could say, on all these different the different rules. I think it's pretty fun. I'll show you guys. Well, I don't know if I will, but I'll probably show you guys when I've completed just a little bit general showcase of that, because I've never seen anyone come up with something like that before. Just think it's really fun, and also seems pretty unique as well. Okay, wreck this Oracle here. You can see we take pretty big hits to our shield, and I think it's a lot to this Oracle. I think they do pretty big volleys. Yeah, 1k volleys. You can see that's what I'm talking about, why these Oracles do a lot of damage. When you encounter other events I've seen where you have the tornadoes, which is like you sort of attack battle cruiser, equivalent to the Oracle, then they've also been doing a lot of damage the same way. These guys do a lot of damage too. Oh, so there are still more NPCs to take care of. Much slower here when you're by yourself. A Kronos would be probably very suited here, because they would be able to take these out really quickly, or maybe even a Paladin. I think a Paladin might be better because these guys are sort of keeping at range, which is more optimal for the Paladin. Now Kronos is going to be able to hit them with the Voids and the Kaldari Navy antimatter, but the thing is, I think it's going to be slightly more into the fall off, so it's going to be more efficient to use the conflag on a Paladin, I believe. You'll have probably a very good time then. 50 kilometers, that's good range. Warp disruption attempt on the operators. Let's hope they don't get popped here. They might get popped. Oh, they managed to come in alive, that's great. Got some pretty beefy drones, so they should be able to survive quite a few hits. You've got heavy drones, plus you've got the bonuses from the Rattlesnake. Oh, I shouldn't have switched the drones there. There we go, this guy here. There's a lot of drone aggro. You can notice that the drone aggro here is pretty high. But Paladin or Kronos, I can imagine, is very good. Also Golem, but I like the Paladin and the Kronos probably more for small stuff like this, because a lot of small stuff, very little damage is going to be done with your torpedoes. So I think it would be quite cool to be able to just blap stuff really quickly in a gun-based Marauder. Recall those drones, please. Thank you very much. There we go, we've got some NPCs here as well. Probably good to take out these crucifiers who are doing a lot of tracking disruption to us. Do these opportunities get automatically claimed? Because I really hope they do. I've not been clicking on any of them. Crimson Heart. Oh, why do they not have... Why is there no claim button here? So you have to manually go into the... that can't be true. I mean, it can't be that you have to manually go into the agency and then click claim. There's no claim button here. Enforcer. Okay. So this is like opportunities, but maybe the event. Yeah, this is the one here, not the opportunities. This is the one we want to be able to click on. There we can click on it. There we can. Oh, those drones are taking a beating. Recall them, please. Recall the drones. Got a little bit of passive recharge here that seems to be still taking a bit of effect, but the shield booster is much better. We've not got any modules really that can boost our passive shield apart from the multispectrums. Oh, there's tons of NPCs we've got going on here. That shortcut key you can possibly get from some of the bosses, I believe. They could be worth it if you want to do these sites quickly. So hopefully after this wave we'll have the boss here. It's been it's been going on for quite a while now. A lot of small stuff to get rid of. Okay, and we need to claim a reward as well. Important. Heretic Tech 2 Destroyer. No, actually it doesn't look like a heretic. Look at the skins. They look a little bit different. I can't really see now properly. Destroyed. I wonder if there's anything interesting here in these wrecks. See what there's in here. Because I know that you can sometimes get the war clone blanks, I believe, from them. I don't think you always are able to. There we go, finally we've got that commander, Mr. Commander here. Let's recall those drones just in case they decide to lock onto them straight away, in which case they're going to get killed fast. Open this up, just metal scraps, okay, nothing in here in particular. Deploy this, and go for Tetramon. Commander. And we can get a little bit closer as well. Just in case someone tries to come in here and swoop and get that wreck. We should have probably reloaded because we didn't have so much ammunition left. I was just thinking that since I didn't want to reload too early, because then it was spending a lot of time reloading while the boss is alive, but I underestimated how long it would take to destroy the boss because I'm so used to it just dying straight away when you have multiple people here. Now that we're solo, it's going a little longer. It could have been worth to reload earlier. But our drones seem to be able to destroy this guy before we are even able to reload, so that's good. Got powerful drones. Would have been nice if we had a web ourselves, because he's webbing us, this guy. Then we can get a bit closer. Launch a few rockets here. There we go, great. And we can we use the mobile tractor unit, or the tractor beam to pull the wreck in a bit quicker while MWD towards it, so like maximum speed to get the wreck. This one wasn't as great as the last one because we didn't get that Pyrolancia booster, but we managed to get Walk on Black, so that's pretty good. Gila Deathclaw Hunters. Yeah, I think this is what we had last year. Because this is the ship that I have previously used a lot for events, so you got this here. This is not what you get here now, I believe. Okay, so that's Crimson Harvest of 2023. It seems to be pretty much exactly the same as previously, so if you go and Google my like Alpha Clone fits for these, it should work. It's exactly the same as far as I can tell. So I've got a good practice fit for this. Just Google it in my YouTube channel. Crimson Harvest 2022 Praxis Alpha Clone. You'll find a good fit there that works really well. Generally speaking, any good well-tanked battleship should be able to handle these sites, but just keep in mind that seems to be a bit of drone aggro, and then also just don't get completely neutered out. But even then, I was not really getting much incoming newts here as well. And I don't even think my ship is cap stable. Yeah, look, it's not even cap stable. It runs out in 2 minutes. and still had no problems at all. So that's it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later.